Probando, probando, 1, 2, 3. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2. I am your host Alannized and this is Noche de Pendejadas. Para todas las pendejas allá en casita mirando que no saben qué chingados es esto, it's basically a rip-off version of Don Francisco, like Sábado Gigante vibes on a budget. It's an IGTV series where I go ahead and invite your favorite influencers to come chismear, have some cocktails, mood, me winking, and see what the fuck they've been up to. Como pudieron ver la semana pasada, you guys, les traje una invitada muy especial, candy lover. Y esta semana, you guys, is not gonna be the exception. Hoy les traigo a otra influencer, you guys, that I have a lot of history with. I go way back, I think, to like 2016. And I feel like you guys will really enjoy today's show. So me voy a caer al perro hocico, you guys, and we're gonna go ahead and bring my long lost friend, MisssWendyLe. Hug. Germs.
You know, back then we never really hugged.
I know. I feel like when we're friends, we never really showed affection.
I know.
And now, like, when we're not like as close, we're like hug. Aquí tenemos a MisssWendyLe. Actually, I called you Wendell on purpose.
I know.
Wendy hates when they call her Wendell, you guys. We used to go out like to malls and stuff, and people like, "Oh my God, are you MisssWendyLe?" And she'd be like,
"No."
She literally would say no, and then they would walk away. Like literally walk away, you guys. So como aquí pueden ver, I brought Wendy, which is so weird. I literally haven't seen you in months. A year.
A year when I was still pregnant with my first kid.
Yeah, and now you're pregnant with another kid.
I know.
I feel like I really only saw you pregnant once. With Dominic.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go to your baby shower.
No.
Mood, me sounding like a fucking bad friend. I promise I'm not, you guys. I don't know why I couldn't go. Was I out of state? Mood, me making an excuse. It had to be something, you guys. It couldn't have just been because no quería ir. Mood, maybe. I'm just kidding. So, para todos los que no conocen a MisssWendyLe, you guys, I'm just gonna give it up to Wendy to really explain who the fuck she is and what the fuck she does. Probando 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
It doesn't even work. There's like no cord connection. Nomás está de decoración aquí, you guys, este micrófono.
Have you even used this?
So I bought it for like an ASMR video, but I never knew how to connect it to my computer or my fucking camera. So nomás gasté el dinero nomás para tenerlo de decoración.
Hello, my name is Wendy, also known as MisssWendyLe on Instagram. I'm a social media influencer. I do comedy videos in Vietnamese and I post stuff about my child now.
Yeah, you do. Wendy hasn't been on my platforms, you guys, in a really long time. Y yo sé que ustedes tienen muchas preguntas. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions as to why we stopped being friends, as to why, you know, we no longer hang out. And today, we're gonna answer them.
Yes.
Like,
I feel like my followers are gonna ask me some spicy questions.
I know. We went ahead and asked Wendy's followers to ask us some questions. I picked out some of the juicier ones. I don't know how appropriate they are, but you know, Wendy has no filter. A Wendy le vale verga. You guys, you understand what I'm talking about when I'm speaking Spanish, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, because I know Wendy speaks Spanish. She grew up in Santa Ana just like me, but Wendy be the type of bitch to only know like pendeja, puta, fuck you, y hola. Do you know more now?
I know like little things, like I know like para llevar or
Para llevar more when you're always eating.
Or like es todo.
Es todo. That's it.
I'm like, no more.
Tacos es todo. Do you have Mexican friends now?
No, I mostly hang out with primarily Asians a lot now.
At the time, you guys, when me and Wendy were like friends, I was pretty much like your only like Mexican Latino friend. Like really, I was. So ya que platicamos poquito and we just wanted to like settle things in, we have a little cocktail and chisme time. So como pueden ver, obviously, ustedes me crearon pendejo. A lo mejor me miro pendejo, pero no lo soy pendeja. So, yo tengo some Mike's Hard with some chamoy ramin. And then, obviously, mi amiguita no puede tomar. So, I brought you some water with a little garnished lime. I hope you enjoy that. You're all sad. You're like, thank you. Cheers.
It's not water. Just kidding. I'm loving you.
It's all Patron.
He's hurting my baby. I would always drink and like smoke occasionally, and like he was just like, oh, I don't like smoking, I don't like drinking, I don't do any of that stuff. And I was like, why? It's not even bad. And I'm not like an everyday drinker. I feel like you are. Like back then when you guys would see me drink, I only drank on the weekends at night. I never really get a drink at like restaurants. I don't like beer too, but I would smoke throughout the day. But him, he's like, oh no.
I would just be like this.
Who'd just be like one of those kids with their wristbands, like at 7-Eleven, be like...
I went ahead and asked Wendy's followers to ask us some juicy ass questions. And a lot of you guys were asking a lot of the same questions, which I'm sure you get a lot on the daily. And we're just gonna see if she's down to answer them, or if she doesn't, then se chingaron. One of the questions that the people want to know, the people, me. I feel like one of the questions that me and Wendy get asked a lot is why we stopped being friends.
My version is I started getting into drugs, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. I was doing a lot of like Xanax and doing a lot of cocaine, and that really does change a person. I started noticing that I was like lying, and I told some of my followers I was kind of like stealing. I was like stealing shit at the mall, and I caught myself. I stole a setting spray. I'm not gonna say where, cause bitch, you ain't gonna arrest me. I just feel like I was just such a different person around that time. And I still remember this till a day. I told you on the net I didn't take a Xanax that day. But then I was like, I did take one. And you like, I thought you said you didn't take one. I was like, but I didn't. But I really did. Yeah. And like, they caught me in my own lie. And after when you have like those withdrawals, you finally realize like how dumb you are. And now that I'm like sober and like, of course, because I have to be, I've seen people on coke and on bars, which is like Xanax. It's just, I don't like it.
My version of the story, when me and Wendy met, I was very young. I was 17 when we started being friends, and you were like 25.
I'm 25 this year.
You're like 50. Yeah. When we met, I think you were already 21. So she was already legally drinking, legally smoking. Well, at the time it wasn't legal, but illegally smoking. Arrest her. But at the time, I was like a niño de Dios, and obviously at 17, I didn't start drinking, you guys, until I turned 21. And like I was saying, I was a very niño de Dios. You know, I was not doing anything bad. She would smoke occasionally around me, but like I didn't mind it because it wasn't like crazy. Like you were just like, I would just be around it. I remember this one instant why I kind of distanced myself around her. She lied to me. I'm not gonna go into detail, but you had lied to me about something for not going to my birthday dinner. You remember? But she's like, fuck. Expose it. But I think at the time she was doing like hardcore drugs. I got really upset because I ended up finding out at my birthday dinner that what she had told me was like not even like anything close to what was actually going on. She just didn't want to come because she didn't want to come. That happened, so I kind of stopped talking to you for like a good 2 weeks. And then we sat down and you told me that you had your drug problem. I remember I was trying to be there for her so much. I was like, Wendy, like stop doing that. You have so much potential. You know, you can succeed in what you're doing. No te envicies. You know, during that time that she was doing drugs, me and Annette started getting closer, which was different because me and Annette were like in the same age group. Me and Annette were both 21. So like we weren't drinking legally. We weren't going to clubs like she was. So I just felt like there was that connection that we were both the same age, which I felt disconnected with you at one point. So I remember one time she was really bad, you guys, on the drugs, and I didn't know what to do. And I feel like now I look back at it and I'm like, maybe I wasn't doing the right thing. I remember telling you like, Wendy, you know, get your shit together. You're gonna lose people that love you. You're gonna lose your friends. You're gonna lose your family. And maybe at the time telling that to someone that, you know, has that problem isn't okay. But I was a child, you know, I wasn't even drinking at the time, huh? So it would scare me when she would come around me, you guys, like that. I would kind of get worried. I would kind of get scared.
And we were at Annette's house, and like I kept asking the same question over and over because I didn't remember. Annette's like, you really asked me that, and I'm like, that's like why now I like really love my boyfriend a lot, because he kind of like snapped me out of it. He basically told me, I'm not dating a bitch that does drugs. You're burnt. Like, get the fuck out. And I'm just like,
oh my god.
And like when my ex would tell me, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
After that whole like incident, you guys, we didn't stop being friends. I just kind of was distancing myself from her because I was scared, you know. I didn't know what to do. I was kind of in a place where I'm like, she's not listening. Like, I try to help her so much and she's like not giving a fuck about my health. So I kind of felt hopeless. But you were becoming a pathological liar. Moon, is that even a word?
I was lying about weird ass shit, and I fucking hate people who lie.
Like, she would be like, why can't I come? I'm in the moon. Like, I can't come. Sorry, I'm on a UFO, like, out of the state. And I'd be like, dude, you just posted that you're at the mall. Months later, you kind of left it, and we kind of picked up. We talked about what, you know, kind of went wrong.
Yeah.
But I feel like I still, Wendy, to me, you guys, holds a big place in the heart. Like, you really do. And yeah, eso del chisme, you guys, that's the reason why we kind of had a fallout. There was never like drama. I feel like we never left off like fighting. There was never like, oh, she slept with my man, because there was a lot of people saying that. Yeah, I'm like, Wendy's actually pregnant with Mr. Royce.
Yes.
bomb. I literally brought you a little something. Well, not for you, bitch, because you don't need to wear it. But check under your chair. Move, there's nothing.
Nothing.
No. It's a little gift.
It better be Gucci.
It's not. It's something crazy.
Oh, it's onesies.
It's onesies, you guys. For newborn. Alright, you guys, so ya que supieron todo el pinche chisme, ustedes andaban bien de chismosos, and we gave you guys the chisme. Now it is time to stir shit up with the stir it up bucket. So, para todas las pendejas que no saben, and Wendy's probably asking, what the fuck is this? Like, this is not even a bucket. But this in here, there's 10 balls. There's 10 balls in here, you guys, and Wendy's gonna spin it. And when she feels the time is right, she's gonna take out a ball. And then right here, you guys, we have 10 challenges that kind of correspond with the number of ball. As you guys can see, last week we took out number 6, which was the song association. So you obviously can't get that anymore. But yeah, let's go ahead and ver qué va a sacar Wendy. And she took out the number
5.
A ver qué chingados se saca, you guys. Let's see what it is.
Flip cup shot race challenge.
Alright, you guys, so para todas las pendejas que se están preguntando the same question that Wendy's fucking asking, she's probably like, what the fuck is this? Basically, this is a drinking challenge, like a drinking alcohol challenge. But my friend here, like I said before, she can't drink because she's pregnant, but that doesn't mean I can't drink. We have a little shot glass sculpted like Wendy's body. As you guys can see, el culazo. And then right here we have matches. This is just gonna divide. We both have 2 red cups and we have to flip them. So basically, let's say if I land it, I move it here. If you land it, you move it back until it gets here, like at the last one, you drink, you lose. So let's say I keep, so until it gets there, you lose. Since Wendy can't take a shot, you guys, she's gonna take a spoonful of mayo.
At least you get to have a drink if I win. At least I have to freaking take mayo.
¿Quién te manda a estar embarazada? Yo. Undefeated for the past 2 weeks. What the fuck is up with my freaking like guests? Like, I've been winning for the past 2 weeks.
That's cheating.
But you know what? Just because I'm nice, Wendy, just because yo soy buena gente, you guys, I'll take a shot with her while she takes her mayo spoon.
This is still a bad thing.
Oh shit.
That's
enough.
Are you ready?
Cheers.
Come on, girl. I did mine. Oh.
But yours is fun.
Oh! Eat it all. No. Oh. Feed that baby. Ew. Como pueden ver, you guys, 2 weeks in a row of me beating my guests. I'm just a winner or whatever. Good job, sport. So that is it for tonight's Noche de Pendejadas episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed, and I really enjoyed having you, Wendy. I feel like I
Thank you
haven't
so
seen
much
you
for
in
having
so
me on the
long.
show. MisssWendyLe on Instagram, and you guys can follow my merch page, shop MisssWendyLe.
We just came out with recent merch, super cute. I'll leave a picture right here, some spoiled merch. Check it out, you guys. You guys will not regret it. With that being said, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode y los miramos para la próxima semana. Bye, guys.